All right, Camp, thank you. Well, it's been a really hot week, and that's been tough for kids with allergies and asthma.
And today we are here with Dr. Dan Beardmore, a pediatrician with SSM Health, to talk about how monitoring and planning can actually keep your kids healthy. Thank you so much for being here.
Absolutely.
So this hot weather can really pose some more challenges for kids with allergies and asthma.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we think about allergies being one of your classic asthma triggers, but extreme heat can absolutely be one of them as well, and we're seeing it right now.
Yeah.
What are some of the things parents should be looking out for with their kids?
Yeah, allergies can affect any one of us if the counts get high enough. This year we've had some pretty impressive values. And so, you know, your typical allergy symptoms are going to be sneezy, itchy eyes, congestion, stuffy. But then if that is to lead to any asthma problems, you know, your kid can complain to you, or you might have to observe them while they're playing so hard. You know, early, loss of breath, fatiguing, you know, the surprise cough when they don't have a cold. I know that the cold season lasted a long time, but if you're seeing cold symptoms, cough, congestion, those could be, you know, early signs.
And you mentioned the high counts this year. I had allergies that I typically don't have. I've heard that from a lot of people. And I think in my kids too. And I had the question with young kids, a 2-year-old, can he have allergies?
Yeah, I've had this conversation with some of our peds allergists. The very, beginning of life, you don't usually get it, but you begin to get a predisposition to it after a couple of exposures.
Okay.
So yeah, your toddler, your 2-year-old, your 3-year-old has seen those allergens and developed the response by that point. So certainly 18 months and above can be those earliest allergies.
It's good to clarify that, because I was questioning if it was a cold or if it was allergies.
What are the things parents and families can do to make sure they're ready, they're prepared in case allergies and asthma flare up?
Sure, when it's really, really hot, try to limit your time outside. I know that it's summer and I know we want to be out doing things, but take breaks, hydrate, get shade. That can make a huge difference. And then when you start to see the symptoms, you can always try your over-the-counter allergy meds. And then, if things get out of hand or they're not being managed or they're not resolving with breaks, to then, consider additional treatment.
Yeah, what is the threshold there for when you should go to the urgent care or even go to the ER?
Yeah, Zyrtec and Claritin are available over the counter and in generic forms and with kids appropriate dosing, so there's no harm in trying that if you see the sniffles, the itchy eyes, the congestion. But certainly when there's breathing distress or, persistent coughs, those are the things that you want to call your primary care doctor about. Consider the urgent care, waits, hopefully not too long.
Mm-hmm. And with asthma development, I know we deal with this with my son, where we're not quite sure if he has asthma, a little bit of reactive airways, but all of this that we're seeing now with the heat, and then you add in the allergies, like all of that can exacerbate for kids who may have a little bit of asthma.
Yeah, and I like to say if it looks like a duck and it quacks like a duck and it walks like a duck, it probably is.
Most likely.
If you see difficulty breathing, shortness of breath, harsh, tight coughs, certainly you hear wheezing, let's just treat it like it is. And if those things are persistent or worrisome, absolutely seek care. And if it's a long urgent care wait or middle of the night, emergency room is a good idea. If you know your kid has asthma, bring your albuterol inhaler everywhere you go.
Everywhere. Keep it in the pocket.
That's right.
All right, great advice. Thank you so much for being here.